Hello lovely YouTube family, welcome back to the Luxury Kingdom. In today's video, we are going to talk about the Dubai Airshow and look at the static airplane display. Before we start, hit that red subscribe button to avoid missing any amazing video from us. The most awaited version of the Dubai Airshow has finally opened its doors. Join us in welcoming the world's aerospace sector to what looks to be a once-in-a-lifetime event. This year's version includes 20-plus country booths, as well as a breathtaking aircraft exhibit of over 160 corporate, naval, and private planes, along with the newest Boeing 777X, Bombardier's Global 7500, and many others. Due to COVID limits on travel and flights, this year's display is likely to be more subdued than in previous years. The annual Dubai Airshow begins on Sunday, with airline and defense firms expecting to secure billions of dollars in transactions at an event that is expected to be quieter than in previous years, due to the COVID pandemic's impact on flying and tourism. It is a golden chance for the hard-hit aircraft industry, which has long been the highlight of the 5-day aircraft trade exhibition, which is projected to draw over 80,000 attendees. The airline sector as a whole has been recovering out of a $138 billion net loss last year. Defense and military gear from nations such as the United States, Russia, as well as Israel will also be on display at the event. Over 100 U.S. enterprises, including defense corporations Lockheed Martin and Raytheon, will exhibit their goods at one of the Middle East's largest trade exhibitions. Following the normalization of diplomatic relations between Israel and the UAE last year, Israeli businesses showed their equipment for the very first time at the event. Israel Aerospace Industries, a state-owned business, displayed a variety of manned and unmanned military and aircraft drones. At the Dubai Airshow, global aerospace companies gained tentative or definite contracts for more than 400 planes, bolstering prospects of a rebound from a global epidemic that wrecked the industry's earnings. Airbus obtained a potential deal for up to 30 A320neo narrow-body planes from Kuwait's Jazeera Airlines previously this week, after large orders for wide-body jets and a novel freighter previously this week, whereas Boeing ended a prolonged shortage of bookings in India. The majority of the airplanes were narrow-body types, which are in great supply from low-cost flights such as Wizz Air in Europe and Boeing's newest client, Indian startup Akasa. According to officials, a significant question mark hovers over Asia, which was formerly the engine of new aircraft order, and some are concerned about the clustering of orders among several airlines. Despite this, airlines and providers pounced on signs of a shaky recovery, attempting to secure last-minute cuts by using the deadline for airshow press. The agreement with Airbus and Kuwait's Jazeera occurs after the airline's chief, Marwan Budai, told reporters earlier this month that the budget carrier hoped to purchase up to $2 billion of planes. Akasa Air, which is funded by entrepreneur Rakesh Junjunwala, has placed an order for 72 Boeing 737 MAX jets, which will let the American plane maker reclaim market share in one of the world's greatest industries. Boeing is also counting on the purchase to provide new support for the MAX, which would still be banned in China after a nearly 2-year security ban in the West was removed late last year. The agreement includes a high-density 200-seat variant of the Boeing 737 MAX called the 8200, giving Akasa the second-largest client for that configuration after Ryanair, which is in a bidding war with Boeing over new jets. The 8200's layout is ideal for ultra-low-cost carriers looking to reduce per-seat expenses, while industry sources say Akasa will have to compete for cheap airport charges in India's unstable airline market. Ibom Air, a Nigerian airline operated by the state authority of Akwa Ibom, has finalized a contract for 10 Airbus A2020s. Border rules. As foreign travel heals steadily from global epidemic constraints, supply for wide-bodied planes underlying big Gulf travel centers such as Dubai and Doha, whose provider Qatar Airways is lacking from this year's exhibit amidst unending diplomatic gashes in the province from the latest rift among Gulf states, stays thin. You will be seeing the breakout in the nations that we are currently flying to after we see the reduction of borders, entrance regulations, and other paraphernalia with people traveling these days, added Emirates chairman Tim Clark. Emirates CEO pushed Boeing to offer precise dates for the postponed 777X, claiming that approval uncertainty has thrown the airline's growth plans into chaos. Boeing did not respond to a request for comment right away. Emirates is the most important client for the earlier version of the 777 and the Airbus A380 Super Jumbo, which is being phased out due to poor demand. Clark, who has been a vocal supporter of the A380, believes the double-decker will prove its worth after the COVID-19 situation is resolved. Other industry insiders predict a shift toward smaller, more adaptable planes. As production struggles around the world, Clark stated Airbus had been unable to provide a shipping date for even the last A380, which was expected in mid-December. He also mentioned that the business was suffering from a labor shortage. All shipments are planned with the client, and that it is the user's privilege to publicize them, an Airbus spokesperson said. That's all for today. What are your thoughts on the subject? Share your thoughts with us in the comment section below. I hope you liked the video. If you did, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel so that you never miss any amazing video from us. Thanks for watching.